Everybody, we'll call to order the meeting of the Commissioners Finance meeting here Wednesday, July 22. The agenda in front of us here is complete. We have the minutes of the June 24 and the July 8th meetings. I'll entertain action on those.
I'm going to move to approve those minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you. Okay, we have a topic of discussion. Here's Act 152 of 2016, the Demolition Fund and the requisite resolutions. So we have a couple of items to take care of there. And who is speaking to this? Are we?
We've invited anybody if you have any questions, but I don't believe we actually have a speaker.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, point one is the discussion and approval of Resolution 2020-23. This is the authorization for the recorder of deeds to charge and collect the fee, purpose of which is to establish the county's demolition fund in accordance with Act 152 of 2016. So before we take action on that, we are open to input on that.
This is Tammy talking. I had talked to Keith Brenneman briefly. He showed me the resolution, and I had sent it to my solicitor for review in case there were any questions. And the only request that I have is that we implement this. We give 60 full days to implement this. I was talking to a colleague of mine in the mortgage industry just this morning and mentioned that this increase is coming. And they have a lot of things in the pipeline right now. She told me it's taking at least 60 days to get a mortgage settled. And if that's the case, if this fee happens, they're either going to have to eat the increase themselves, or they're going to have to basically go back to the drawing board and submit information as far as the recording costs go, because they have to be exact on the recording costs. So she felt that the mortgage industry would really appreciate a full 60 days to inform clients and to change any documentation they might have already in the pipeline.
Okay. Any input on that? 60 days?
We have no objections.
No objection, okay. Let's see, so did we have a proposed date on there? For the,
Yeah, we have all of that.
It's actually blank.
it is blank. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, to become effective there. So what's the feeling of the group on that, 60 days?
Yeah, well, I think the resolution would be effective today, but then we would say, there's 60 days to do the implementation. And, I can't imagine that we can do this today and Tammy can go running out of the meeting and we can make the notice today. So we have to give a decent amount of leeway on giving that 60-day notice.
Yes, and it's a software upgrade, so I have to have the software reprogrammed to charge the amount and also to distribute the amount. And then I haven't had a discussion with finance, but we have to touch base and coordinate on where the collections will be going. So 60 days in the middle of COVID, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
If I may want to just make it effective the 1st of October, so that way it matches up with the quarter.
Stacy, could you see if Keith is still
So
here?
you have October, November, December, so to make it the 1st of October one would be more than 60 days.
It would be more than 60, and it does matter.
But it also matches up well with the quarter and whatnot, and so.
Sounds like a fine suggestion to me. So
Yeah.
anyone who wants to make a proposal for action on this can certainly do that in corporate.
I've asked Stacy to go see if Keith is still here, if I could get his comment as far as.
And I think if you do October 1st, that's a nice clean date for me, for auditing purposes, for bookkeeping, and it is, the beginning of the fourth quarter. So October 1st would be, if you need a specific date, that would be perfect.
All right, we've got Brenneman's on the way apparently, and I guess we want to, before we take action on it, we're gonna make sure he's aware of that, and just can provide any input he might wish to. So with that, why don't we just table that for the moment, not formally table, but set it aside for the moment, and let's address the resolution 2020-24, which is the one that essentially puts Tim's shop in charge of administering the fund. So Tim, did you want to speak to this at all, or I think it's pretty
Well,
self-explanatory?
we're happy to do it. We don't think it's going to create any unusual difficulties for us. And it also then, we're already administering the FAIR grant that is going to undergird a lot of this, the $400,000 we've already received. So to be able to manage all of those concurrently as match and whatnot going forward, we think would be a good idea. So we're happy to be able to take that vote on.
And I'm assuming here for the moment that the effective date would need to mirror what the other resolution.
Sure, yeah, that would be fine.
Well,
Yeah.
this says the resolution as drafted, says shall become effective upon adoption, which I have no issues with all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
You'd
could
be empowered to do something that there's nothing to do on.
Yeah, all of which is good, and that gives me a little time to alert our finance, because the reality is it will be in everybody's best interest to let that fund grow a little bit before start drawing it down. And with COVID right now, it's made a variety of redevelopment projects delayed.
Yeah.
And I'll make a motion to approve resolution 20-24.
I'm gonna second that motion.
Okay, we can act on that one now, so we'll call it it's moved and seconded, all in favor, please give us say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, so Tim got a new job.
Life is good.
Okay, so 2024 passed, so we're waiting on
Yeah,
the
so,
solicitor.
Keith was actually in the meeting, but I did ask him, he indicated that number 4 on the resolution, that is to allow for the effective date of the fee, but that you would resolve it this day.
Today, okay.
So you could put a future date in number 4 based on the needs, the system needs.
Okay.
He had no specific opinion in regards to the October 1 date or anything.
He's whatever date was necessary.
Okay.
It'd be fine.
All right.
So he gave the legal answer, whatever. So, all right.
Yes.
To be honest with you, I did talk to Keith a little bit about an effective date and the logistics about getting this up and running. And I had mentioned October 1st to him, and he thought that worked fine in his world.
Oh,
So
okay, good.
I did talk to him about that in advance, so.
All right, excellent, okay, so, at this point, we have a working date, and did you already move for this one?
I did the second one.
Yeah,
We made no
so
motion.
we made no motion on this, okay, I'll entertain action on this.
So I'm gonna move to approve resolution 2020-23. And that this resolution shall become effective on October 1 of 2020.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
It's moved and seconded, any further discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There we go. All right, any further discussion or comments in regards to item 3? Hearing none, we'll move on to other business. Do we have anything additional to come before us? Anything to action? No? Okay. Staff, nothing? Okay, at this point, we have public comments. We have no members of the public present. Anyone on the line? No. If that's the case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.